Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your timeless message from your future self. And the reason why it is timeless is because this message is relevant for whenever you find this video and you choose to view it. This is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for another Libra watching or another Libra placement watching. And of course, check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin. Excuse me. Tapping into the Libra collective now for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What would Libra's future self like to tell them at this time, at the time they're viewing this reading? What is the message for Libra from their future self? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Preparation, card number 37. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Growth, card number 23. So I'm going to read to you the meanings of these cards from the Urban Crow Oracle book, and then we will dive deep into tarot to get a clearer message for you. So card number 37, Preparation. Here in the Seattle area, we have lots of ferries, and these smart birds have mastered the ferry schedule. The crows know when the boat will return and on which side of the road the cars will disembark. While the ferry is crossing the sound, the birds harvest the clams from the nearby beach. They bring the clams over to the ferry landing, and they strategically place the clams just right, so when the cars leave the boat, they run over the shelves, breaking them apart and leaving fresh clam meat for the picking. Preparation speaks to getting ready for something you know is on the horizon and planning for it accordingly. It's about getting all of your ducks in a row, or in this case, your clams, so that you achieve the most beneficial outcome. Excuse me. Card number 23, Growth. Crows become more vocal and aggressive when it is time for the young ones to learn how to fly. This is a pivotal moment in the young bird's life, and once this lesson has been mastered, the world becomes so much greater. You too may be at a crucial moment, and the lesson may be difficult at first, but once you understand it, a new world will open for you also. Growth directs your attention to areas of your life that have become remarkably different as a result of gaining a skill or understanding that you did not possess in the past. For example, learning a new language may have opened the door to new opportunities. Developing an understanding of your triggers that lead to sabotaging behavior or habits can help you overcome a block that once created stagnation. You may pull this card if you are on the cusp of a growth spurt as a change that will move your life in a new direction, and that new direction is approaching. Okay. If this is your message, it's obvious that you are on the precipice of a new cycle or a new chapter here of your life. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And if this is your message, it's time to prepare for that new beginning, for that new chapter. It's time for you to learn what side of the street to put your clamshells on. Clarify this more, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Clarify this further, please, for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Clarify this message here from their future self for the Libra collective. Let's get one more shuffle here for you, Libra. Okay. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Here you are learning something new, leaving something in the past behind, and then your new opportunity. It doesn't get clearer than that. We can just stop the reading right there. In the bottom row, you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups, and you have the Four of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, my dear, you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Moon, and you have the Ace of Cups. There's something here about doubts, fears, anxieties, the unknown. The unknown can be scary. Don't allow that to sabotage this new beginning. You have two of the four aces on the board with a super simple card spread. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards on the table. That's huge. We're going to clarify this now with the After Tarot deck. If you're not familiar with this deck, the cards in this deck are a bit different. So are their meanings. And we'll go through them as necessary for your reading today. Clarify this more, please, for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I don't know why my throat is going right now. I don't know if that's relevant for some of you. If you're sick, if you're having an inability to speak up, if you're trying to find your voice in a particular situation, I typically see anything like that occurs during the reading to be relevant to the person that I'm reading for. So clarify this more, please. This message from Libra's future self. We are clarifying the Page of Cups, Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Page of Cups is being clarified by the Two of Swords. The Five of Cups is clarified by the Fool. Told you. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Wands. The Seven of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Wands. You are, without a doubt, letting go of a situation, environment, connection, or even maybe a pattern or habit within yourself. At the bottom of the deck, you have Ace of Wands. And that, my friend, is the truth. The Ace of Wands, the Eight of Cups, goodbye to the past, and hello, abundance. Ten of Pentacles, that leaves the Three of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Page of Wands. A little bit of effort, a little bit of commitment as you start to move forward towards this new path will bring incredible results, and very quickly with that Eight of Wands there at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to scoot these down a little bit for you so you can see most of them in the reading. So let's begin to clarify this for you. Page of Cups to the Two of Swords. And you have the Seven of Cups to the Lovers. I almost want to say that there was a period of time where you were in a bit of a procrastination station. Do I change this? Do I move on from this? Do I learn this? Again, whatever this new chapter is for you. It was a choice on your part. And you sat in that choice for a while. You weren't sure. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I learn this? Do I not learn this? And you've decided to move forward. So you are leaving something behind, even if it's just a version of yourself. Seven of Cups is that procrastination station. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Do I want to keep doing? I'm sorry. I looked at it as the Seven of Pentacles, but maybe that's what the Seven of Cups was for you as well, because that is Neptune and Pisces. So there was a lot of confusion still. Do I stay? Do I go? If I go, what direction do I go in? If I stay, what are the most likely possible scenarios that could play out? So I think this plagued you, and I think you spent a considerable amount of time wondering what you should do. And then the Lovers is the ultimate choice card in tarot. And this card is unique in this deck because above the couple, we actually have the Ace of Swords. And so you have an archangel here holding the sword of truth. So after a lot of I don't know and confusion and maybe feeling displaced in your life, you know, you're existing in it, but you don't really feel like you're part of it or want to be part of it anymore. Like something has to give, something has to change. And then boom, you got your moment of clarity and you decided to make this decision. Page of Cups to the Two of Swords. In the After Tarot deck, in the Two of Swords card, there is no decision here that needs to be made. This person is fully trusting the universe and fully trusting themselves to move forward. And you're not doing this in a reckless way. Page of Cups, in a small way. And this is what your future self is telling you. Your future self is telling you that you are on the precipice of a huge growth spurt and of a huge chapter. And you should move forward with moving in that direction. Now, you have the divine gift of free will, and you don't have to do this. But your future self is telling you, if you do move in this direction, there is abundance waiting for you, financial as well as emotional. The type, degree, or level of which you would not be able to achieve if you stay right where you are at this present day. So future self is saying, I know you're struggling with this decision. Be brave and be bold and make this decision, because Five of Cups to the Fool card says, I'm ready to take the leap of faith. I know that I'm leaving something behind, something, someone, a habit, a trait, a group of people, or again, like I said, maybe even a version of myself. But I'm doing so because I have faith and hope in myself and in the universe. And your future self is saying, yes, do that. Whatever it is here that you've been holding on to that hasn't necessarily helped you, or it stopped helping you. Maybe at some point in time it served you well, but it no longer does. Time to let it go. And that Nine of Cups, it's time to let it go in the name of happiness, in the pursuit of happiness, your happiness, real happiness, genuine contentment with your life. In the After Tarot deck, the Four of Pentacles is seen here with the Grim Reaper. This is scorpionic energy. So this is telling you whatever it is here you've been holding on to, person, place, thing, like I said, habit or version of yourself, time to let it go in the pursuit of your happiness. Ace of Pentacles to the Five of Wands. If you do this, if you're bold and brave enough to do this, a new beginning comes in without argument, without reservation. No one is fighting here in the Five of Wands card. So this new opportunity, new life, new chapter rolls in quite easily for you. And it provides you with a level of stability and comfortability that you did not have before. Don't sabotage this new beginning, because I don't know what will happen if I spend the rest of my life living an addict-free, an addiction-free life, because I've always been so used to the addiction. Don't think of this, oh, what's going to happen? I'm going to live alone. If I leave this person, I'm never going to find anyone else. Don't allow those doubts and fears and insecurities, even about like leaving a job or a version of yourself behind. Don't allow that to sabotage. Seven of Swords to the Moon to the Ace of Cups. It's like, this is what's waiting for you. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. The only thing you're missing here on the table is the Ace of Swords, which is your ace as an air sign. Your moment of truth, clarity. I'm going for it. And so I think Source is telling you to grab that Ace of Swords and to go for it. And don't allow doubts, fears, anxieties, patterns, or even nostalgia for the past block you from the abundance that wants to come towards you. Tell me about this Page of Cups. Opening up your heart just a little to the new path. At least that is your advice from your future self. Thank you. You have the Tower. You have the Page of Swords, just a little bit at a time. And you have the Queen of Cups. Just open up your heart a little bit more to loving yourself enough to do this, to learn more about it, to acquire the information you need, to acquire the data, to take this bold step forward. Your heart is going to open up exponentially. The Ace of Cups is waiting for you, energetically speaking. You have the divine gift of free will. Your future self is saying you don't have to move towards it, but if you don't, Four of Cups, it will be a missed opportunity. And you will continue to exist in a state of malaise or unhappiness or discontentment with where you are today, or even with who you are today, if this is like a version of yourself that you're thinking about leaving behind. Two of Swords. It's almost like you're being urged to make the decision to move forward. This is so much growth and to prepare for it. So we'll get into that, what you need to do to prepare for this as well. But I think right now, step one preparation is just make the decision. It's safe. It's safe to make the decision to let this go, whatever it is for you. Two of Swords, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Cups, that would be dumping out your current situation, whatever it is to you. The Sun and the Seven of Swords. I love this because in the After Tarot deck, this does not hold the same meaning. So move forward cautiously. And that Seven of Swords, this would be you looking behind and seeing whatever it is that you're leaving. Situation, environment, connection, or even a shadow aspect of yourself. So do so cautiously. Tap into your intuition. Again, you don't have to go full throttle on whatever this changes. You can take your time. Page of Swords, Page of Cups. Get the information, get the data, become knowledgeable or informed on whatever this move here is for you. That is how you're going to prepare. That's how the transition becomes easier for you. This is like, don't forget to do your homework. Prepare, prepare, prepare. There's like a final exam coming in terms of this chapter. But that's interesting. What is that? Let's look at this Five of Cups. What is it that you're leaving behind? Obviously, it's a collective general reading. It'll be different for all of you, but prepare. Get the data, get the information, get the knowledge. This is like preparing for an exam. Five of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. What are you leaving behind, Libra? Ten of Swords. Who wouldn't want to leave that behind? The Star and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Swords. Something that hurt you terribly, internally, externally. I don't know if this was something you created for yourself or someone else did to you, but it's toxic. Even if there were little glimpses of it in that Star energy of it's not so bad, I can recover, they'll get better, it'll all work out. That was wishful thinking. Devil to the Star card. Devil to the Star card to the Ten of Swords is wishful thinking. That Ten of Swords is not so bad. The way either you betrayed yourself or someone has betrayed you. And this is just the devil on your shoulder saying, it's not so bad. We've been through worse. That's what you're leaving behind. Should be a no-brainer to leave that behind. Some type of toxicity, either internal or external to you. The Fool, taking a leap of faith. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Fool is clarified by the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups. You just can't make it up. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. What are you moving towards? New, healthier connections, professional, platonic, or romantic. The type of life, the type of connection that you've always wanted, or connections that you've always wanted. You get to manifest this. You get to create it. This next chapter is a blank canvas. You don't have to replicate anything of the past. You don't have to be the same person. You don't have to have the same hairdo. You don't have to talk the same. You don't have to walk the same. You don't have to dress the same. You don't have to show up the same. And you certainly don't have to be attached to this, whether it was internal or external to you. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles to the Four of Wands, this new stability, new comfortability. I heard you're safe. This is going to feel like safe, like home, but not a toxic home. This is going to feel safe. Okay. King of Wands showed itself. Tell me more about that. Four of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the King of Wands. You have the King of Swords. And you have the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords. This battle that you're going through, internal or external to you, is going to be so worth it when you get there. This is you seeing the truth, seeing your life, deciding to move in a new direction, and being bold and courageous and saying, I'm going to beat the odds. If the odds are against me, I feel sorry for the odds. You're going to make it through this just fine, Libra. You're headed in a direction you can't even see right now. Please be sure to prepare. Acquire the information and data. I don't know what this is. Maybe you're contemplating relocating in that Four of Wands card. Get all the information you can about the new location, about the schools, the crime statistics, the economy. Is it in a flood zone? Is it prone to hurricanes or tornadoes? Like, how much does it cost to live there? Like, I would literally look up everything. If you're thinking about quitting an addiction, look for all the different resources that you can utilize to quit that addiction, whatever it is. Are there different groups? Are there clinics? Is there self-help stuff? Your preparation here is key. It's like, have you ever painted a room? I'm sure many of you have. And they always say that a successful paint job is dependent not even so much on the quality of the paint that you use, but on the preparation for the paint job. So you get like a better quality paint job if you're doing it yourself. If you buy like, I don't know, a $20 gallon of paint, as opposed to spending like $65 on like a top tier brand gallon of paint. Success is attributed to the preparation, taping off everything, wiping everything down, making sure you have a fresh, clean surface to paint on. Like, preparation will be key here. So acquire whatever data or information it is here that you need, so you are fully prepared for day one of this new journey. Leave no stone unturned when it comes to acquiring information. Tell me about this Four of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is you, Empress. This is the best reading. I mean, in the After Tarot deck, this person is coming out from being out in the cold. Like, typically in the Five of Pentacles, there's an individual or individuals shivering outside in the winter. They're cold, they're freezing. All they had to do is go inside. That's all they have to do, is go inside and ask for help, whether it's asking themselves, like going internal, doing some internal work, or literally going to someone. And in the After Tarot deck, you're coming out with a big old sack of coin behind your shoulder. So this is huge in terms of financial abundance, but just stability in your life. And look where this leads you, that Wheel of Fortune. It takes you right to the Nine of Pentacles. This is someone who is financially independent. They are self-sufficient. They may want people in their life, but they don't need people. They're not codependent. There's nothing toxic about them. And the individual in the card is enjoying their grapes. Grapes take a long time to grow, to cultivate. And now this individual gets to enjoy the fruit of their labor. And you can't beat stability like that. The stability that you actually create for yourself, no one will ever be able to take that away from you. It's a big message. Let's get you some advice. Oh, anything else we need to know about preparing? Anything else about preparing? I see a lot of acquiring data, information, facts, figures. Like, if you're looking for a job, if this is work related, get all the information you can about all the prospective employers. Look them up, do your research. It's so easy to look up a company these days. Lawsuits against them, reviews by clients, reviews by former employees. You can go on Indeed, you can go on Rocket, you can go on LinkedIn. Use your own internet for, whatever region of the world you live in. Thoroughly investigate. That's what this feels like. Get all the information and then move in the direction you want to go in. As long as you're not going backwards or staying where you currently are, your future is so bright you're going to have to wear shades. There's so much growth and expansion here. Anything else Libra needs to know about this preparation phase here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Anything else you need to know? The Fool. No. No. Just acquire all the information you can so you can take that leap of faith. Two of Cups shows itself again to the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. What is that saying? Don't be afraid to take the jump. Like, don't be afraid to jump. And then the person says, well, what if I fall? And the source is saying here, but what if you fly? Don't worry about where you're going to land. In other words, you're going to be just fine. If you make this judgment call to move in this direction, I don't want to say you're going to have rainbows and unicorns every step of the way, but it's almost like your path now will be protected. And the person or people you need to help you along the way will show up exactly when you need them to, because you're doing right by you. The universe will deliver people who will do right by you as well. Leave it all behind, Libra. Change the name, get a new social security number. I'm kidding. Although maybe some of you want to think about doing that. Anything else here for preparation? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Devil. Detaching. In the After Tarot deck, the individuals are detached or unattached from the toxicity, whether it is internal or external to them. The Death card and the Three of Cups. What a reason to celebrate. Six of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So what do you need to do? Acquire information, acquire the data, acquire the numbers, and then move forward in full trust in the universe and in yourself. Put an end to this toxicity, whether internal or external to you. Because what's waiting for you is a life that you're going to wake up to every single day, and you're going to thank God that you made this move. It's literally every day is a choice for celebration. And it's not going to be easy, you know, from here on out. I'm not going to lie to you, you know. And it's funny, I was talking to my person earlier today, and I was just, it's, you know, almost 6 years now, and I still look at that man like he hung every star and the moon and the planets in the sky. And I was just looking at him, and he was like, hello, like, you home? And I was like, I've been through so much. I've been through so much detoxing from this, internal and external to myself. And I said, I'm just so grateful that I have you in my life. You're just like the right person at the right time came into my life. And he was like, I know, babe, I feel the same way about you. And I'm like, I'm never going to take you for granted. Had I stayed where I was, the version of myself in that former relationship, I would have kept myself so small. But the universe knew that the moment I made that decision to leave that behind and to change my life, the right people would be put on my path. And the right people were put on my path, especially him. Hierophant to the Devil. As soon as you decide to move away from this, your spiritual lesson. So practice for this exam. This is a lesson. Can you really do it? Can you really disengage from whomever or whatever this is? Again, whether it is internal or external to you. So prepare for the test so you can ace it and never have to do that damn lesson again. Will there be other lessons? Of course, there always are. My life hasn't been, you know, rainbows and unicorns and fairy dust, but it's been a lot better than what it used to be. To trust yourself and trust the universe. 3 cards of advice here. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Just put her back in the deck there. 3 cards of advice here for Libra from their future self. Thank you. Take it, take it. 5 of Pentacles, abandoning that, whatever that toxicity was. The Hermit and the High Priestess. Look at your spiritual protection here. Just do it. Come out of confusion. Come out of chaos. Move away from confusion and chaos. Oh my God. And move towards the Ace of Cups, a new beginning. Make the judgment call. Your future self is telling you to do it. Even if your knees are shaking a little bit. Leave it behind. Don't worry about the financial loss. Don't worry about people that aren't coming along with you. People that you're leaving behind. Leave it in the past. Believe in yourself. You have spiritual protection on this new path, on this new journey. Don't miss the opportunity. That is what I have for you from your future self. Huge message. That is what I have for you, Libra. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, good luck with all of this. Be bold and be brave and take one big, giant leap forward. You can do it. As always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.